Good evening. Well, 7-3 on the season after a 35-10 shellacking of Georgia Tech up in Atlanta yesterday. We'll remind everybody it's all about the U. Now let's talk about the game yesterday. Total domination by the offense. Didn't like the fact we committed penalties yesterday. But overall, the drops are still there. But let me tell you something. It was just absolutely as rock solid as you can get yesterday offensively with the Morris. Morris is the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make no mistake about it right now. Stephen Morris is the real deal. Okay. Hank, 3 receptions, $132 yesterday. Simply the beast. You know. I'll tell you, the offensive line was as rock solid as I've seen all year. The thing, and we committed very few penalties. Defensively, I didn't like the fact we did hold the 10 points. I didn't like the fact we gave up too many rushing yards, but we didn't break when we needed to, But tackling's still an issue that has to get addressed. But felt overall we did a good job there. Special teams, again, Batty Bosher yesterday, 2 punts aside the 20-yard line. We didn't give up the big play, but we didn't get anything big in this area too. But overall, I felt we did okay. I felt in the end, solid win. Can't complain. We're 7-3 on the season. It does hurt that Virginia Tech did beat North Carolina yesterday, but I'll talk more about that on Wednesday when I preview the Virginia Tech game. Overall, let me get to the grades for yesterday and then give out the game balls. Offense, I give a B, and the reason for that, of course, like someone said, drop passes. But other than that, mistake-free. Running game was outstanding. I'll tell you, this is going to be a special unit the next couple of years. Defense, I'm going to give a B-. The big yards we gave up rushing. There was some missed assignments I didn't like, on the big plays and passing. But again, we stepped up when we had to. But tackling's got to be an issue we get addressed. So we have to really address. B- for defense. Special teams, I'm going to give a B. Again, like I said, nothing big. But then again, the special teams defense stepped up here and made plays. Overall, I'm going to give a B. I felt this was the best coaching job we've had all year. Shannon was coaching yesterday, and I will tell you something. This was a game Shannon had to win. But now, and again, To talk more about that Wednesday when I talk about Virginia Tech. But it's a good win for us. We're 7-3. Good momentum going to the last 2 home games of the year, which are both at home, Virginia Tech and USF. So, good way to finish the road schedule of the season on a strong note. Now let's talk about the game balls. I'm going to give out. I want to give out my game ball. Yesterday goes to Leonard Hankerson. Like 3 receptions, $132. I could give one to Morris also, and McCarthy, but mine's just to Hankerson, and here's the reason why. G-Tech cut it to 14-10. And we needed to get a big play. We needed to get a good drive. A good solid drive at that point. All it took is one big play. We needed it most. Morris to Hank, go push it back up to 11, and Georgia Tech would not threaten again. And that was the big play. That was the play that broke Georgia Tech's back for sure, right there. So my game ball yesterday's win up in Atlanta, it goes to Leonard Hankerson. So that's my. So I think it's a good win, solid win. Now the next segment, I'm going to open the chat room. I'm going to get your take on it. I want you to comment on yesterday's game, what it means for us long term. Now going into the last 2 games of the season. Give your take on it, folks. I want to get your takes on yesterday's game. And I'll start doing that in segment number 2 when I open the chat room on Ustream for everyone to comment on the game yesterday. So give me your takes, people. Give me your takes. I'll see you in segment 2.